Good Sunday morning and welcome to Advent at Central Christian Church in downtown San Antonio. My name is Michael Passmore. I'm the senior pastor here, and the season is upon us. I am out of my green color celebrations and into the violet and the purple, and realizing that the seasons are changing in spite of so many things outside not changing enough, fast enough, well enough for us, but it is a time of change. One thing that change often does to us in our lives is it makes us think back to heroes of the faith. The book of Hebrews spends a great deal of time talking about great people of faith in our past. And I remember people who've had an influence on me in my living, and I'm sure you do the same. In sports areas, we often have a discussion about the greatest of all times. They're called GOATs in Sports Illustrated magazine. GOATs, greatest of all time, GOAT. The sports arguments could be greatest athletes of all times, Muhammad Ali and Michael Jordan in basketball. The greatest in basketball would have to be what? Michael Jordan or Shaq or Sir James now or some of the Spurs. You know, David Robinson, Ginobili, I don't know, Tim Duncan. Who's the greatest Spur of all time? Greatest quarterbacks, Don Meredith, Dandy Don, or Tom Brady, or Roger Staubach. Ooh, two of the three might be from the Dallas Cowboys, but those are our teams. I've had discussions with people before. Who grows the best mustache in Hollywood or in history? Does Tom Selleck have a better mustache than Sam Elliott? Or how about Kurt Russell in Tombstone? What about Albert Einstein's mustache? That's a pretty heady one, I think. GOAT, greatest of all times. Universally lauded, praised by others, often self-proclaimed. Muhammad Ali used to say, it's hard to be humble when you are as great as I am. Still also, even in the church, we talk about them. The first chapter of 1 Corinthians, around the 10th verse, we are told that Chloe's people have started a rumor by letting the Apostle Paul know that the people in the church in Corinth are comparing preachers. Who's the greatest of all time? Some say they belong to Paul. Others say, I belong to Apollos. Some say Cephas, who is Simon Peter's name. Greatest of all time. I don't even consider myself in a class of any of those. Truly I don't. Not that I'm a bastion of humility, but the greatest of all time, it belongs not in athletics, not in philosophy or mathematics. The greatest of all time belongs to the one we start to celebrate this season, the coming of the Christ, Jesus of Nazareth, who teaches a completely different way than the arrogance and the title of greatest of all time. He says, whoever would be greatest among you will be least of all and the servant of all. This is a season of, oh, come, let us adore Jesus, him, the one in the manger, the one who grows to teach in the temple at the age of 12, the one who heals, the one who teaches in love, the one who gives his life up for us all. Greater love has no one than this, except that you'd give up your life for your friends. And Jesus, the reason for the season, has given his life for us all. Oh, come, let us adore him. Emmanuel, God is with us. Oh, come, let us adore him. This season of evergreens and trees, may we worship this time in the great adoration of the greatest of all time. Thank you for letting me share with you today.